Good morning. What is up, Boobie Goaters? It's me, Erin. Drink it if you got it. I'm like, did I do the live stream right? Did I do the live stream right? I think I did. Okay. Yay, it's working. Oh no, what did I do? Of course I'm doing laundry in the background. I use my washers and dryers. The goal today is to do a live stream and then afterwards fold about 3 baskets of laundry that kind of just, I have them on my coffee table. I was gonna do them this morning, but you know, it's the morning. And so I'm gonna fold them after. Yes, this is working, that is good. I'm going to pop out the chat. I do have a question and answer thing going on. If you, what do you enjoy more, live streaming or longer videos, and why? So, if you want to answer, you can. I don't know, I'm just like, there's so many like morning live stream shows, so I'm just like, do we like mine? Should we keep mine? Should I just go back to doing videos every day? I don't know. It's all what if. The possibilities are endless. But then I'm like, yesterday I did a lot of recording. I've got about an hour to edit, and I'm like, should I put out another video or not? So I released one on Wednesdays today. I released one last night, like really early in the morning. And then you guys, I've got you now used to the weekend videos, so I don't know. I'm just like, whatever. But anyway, let me go with the top of the chat. It's morning. I almost didn't have a computer to look at, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be great. I'll try to read this as it goes. And then what I'll do is maybe read out of the Christmas book. But this guy, he's like trying to teach us dummies big words. And I'm like, I don't really want to read words. Like this long, this is great for me to read to the kids every night, but seriously, in the morning? There's some fun what if facts or did you know facts though we can go through if we wanted to. If I didn't have the computer to borrow from Vada, but hers was dead and I had to charge it up, and I'm like, oh no, it has a passcode. So I had to kind of wake her up and be like, hey, what's your number? And she gave me her number, and I was like, I was off by 2. So close. All right, but I can't give you the number because then she'd be mad at me. Good morning, Tanya. Let me go to the top of the chat. And I know Julie was in here maybe yesterday, but it disappeared. And I was like, oh no, I didn't go through and put on a little trailer video yet. And I had to do that this morning. Yeah, and I had to go in there, and I made it so you have to be subscriber for 10 minutes to come in here and bother the chat, because that's another thing. Like, if I don't have another computer on me, I can't silence somebody or block somebody if they're being weird. I think it was kind of weird yesterday, so I should have just blocked the person right away, but I'm not sure how to do that. I think I do. You click on it and there's a button. Yeah, I know how to do that. Let's pretend. Let's block one of you. No, I'm just kidding. I won't do that. All right. So I was like, I'm going to be super sore today. I was digging out the coop. I had helpers in the beginning, but the shoveling process, every shovel was maybe 50 pounds of muck. And it's when you get down to the really good soil at the bottom, it starts to smell really nice. It's a really nice earthy smell, and I was like, oh boy, this is the good stuff. And I'm shoveling away, and Flash was dumping the cart. That was his job. My job was just to get in there, and I even had Emmett. He was using the Axmatic, and he was just breaking up stuff. I recorded a little bit of that. Scarlett recorded a bunch of stuff, so I have to actually go through and kind of choppy it up and do all of my YouTube magic editing skills. But anyway, I thought I was gonna be super sore. I felt like I scooped funny and maybe twinged my lower back. So I was like, oh no, this is gonna be awful in the morning. I won't be able to walk. Got the shake plate out, put it on, stood on it for 10 minutes. I should have done a little bit longer. I could have done, but I didn't feel like it. I did my 10 minutes and I got off and I'm like, you know, I'll be better because I won't feel it in the morning anyway. Won't. I don't really feel it at all. I don't feel sore today because I think it's combination carnivore diet and shake plate for this reason. Like anytime I do like a super exercise thing with Flash for 30 minutes and you know, I feel it in my hamstrings or whatever, I'm like, I'm getting on that shake plate right away, right after for the cool down because it works. It really works and you don't feel it. So this morning I did pull my lower back a little bit, but it's not sore. Like I thought it would be like really, I'd be like, oh, this is 40. Welcome to the sore. But no. It's a little bit sore, but it's not like terrible, you know? So that was what had happened to me yesterday. Oh, and then like I really wanted to get out there and get that job done earlier in the morning. So I was gonna like Flash, you can do like 20 pages of your book and let's go. But he was just trying to play me and not do his work. And I was just like, I'm not going to stand here all day, but I'm going to time you on it. And he was like, okay. But we still did like it was about 2 hours, a good 2 hours of work. And then it was like, oh, I say like a lot. And then we decided to go outside and start digging. But before we did that, we had projects, art. We did advent calendars or advent candles. We do candles. We have 4 and we're already 2 are lit already. And my favorite one's coming up. I think it's the joy candle. That's what it's called. It's the pink one because it's different. And the priest wears the vestibules, the pink ones. So those are always the fun ones to go to church for. Anyway, that's what we were doing. And we were making Christmas trees. And today I think I want to do the garland because I have a lot of extra construction paper that little pieces were cut out, but you know, you don't want to waste it. So we're going to cut the strips and make those colorful garlands. That's what I'm going to make them do today. Cats, kids, lit candles. What could go wrong? Well, I don't do the candles because of that. What would happen? The cattail would probably like catch on fire and run through and burn everything. I can't do candles. I don't trust it. So instead we just do construction paper. It's easy. My mom had a really nice Advent wreath. I think she still has it. It's just like a circle and you put your little candles in. Yeah, she did that with us. Just as kids, you'd walk by and see it lit and be like, happy birthday. All right. So let's see. Good morning, retired Rick. Good morning, Brian. Good morning, Julie. Good morning, Loretta. Good morning, Schmoovie. It's a raining morning for you, so like, that's good, right? So the snow goes away. Is the snow coming back? I just jumped the chat, like really jumped the chat. Let's sing good morning. Good morning, Sharon. Good morning, Sandy. Good morning, Tanya. Got Julie, got Sandy. Oh. Wait, I should probably read some of these as I go, just in case. We don't have any questions. We're just listening to me. It's cool. Good morning, Thomas. Good morning, Terry. I don't know. I probably already said it. All right, I guess everybody's here. Cool beans. Tonight, it all freezes. Oh, no. Gotta get out those ice skates. Gonna be fun. Good morning, Bride's Biscuit. What's up, fam? I'll get some more coffee. I went down another rabbit hole again because why not? I just opened this sparkling water grapefruit and I'm like, you know, I wonder about what flavors they use to make it taste like a horrible grapefruit. Terry Sue said, I bought a new electric blanket. Ooh, a nice one. Nice and cozy. Oh, wow. Yeah, every time we're in a store and there's an electric blanket, my husband's like, I know what you need. And I'm like, no, maybe Vada, because she's more cold than I am. I'm never really that cold anymore. I used to be. I used to have the ice feet. You know, the terrible ice feet that have to go on your husband's legs to warm them up. And he's already asleep. I used to have a good dog, though, that would, like, snots. He would come up on the bed, and he would just sleep at my feet. Good morning, Jackie. I want to go back to bed. Good morning. Just another pot of coffee. Do it. Do it, Jackie. You know you want to. Get some coffee. Get some coffee. Terry Sue's been sticking to the LaCroix after sampling all the others. Yeah, LaCroix's good. I like Polar is great. I used to be able to get them off of Amazon for really cheap. It would be like the flavors nobody bought, though, or the flavors that were last summer flavors or something. And I would get a good 24 packs of them, and they'd be like $7 because nobody ordered them. And those are the ones that I look for, and I would buy them before I had my Costco membership and did that jazz. But I also laxed on my Costco membership, so maybe one of these days that Sam's Club will have their LaCroix on sale. Sometimes they do during the holidays. Polar's more fizzy to you. Yeah, I like the Polar because I used to get it cheap, you know. And I ordered a bunch of it one time off of Amazon, and they kept sending it back to the Amazon warehouse. And I'm like, what's going on? And then, you know, it's fizzy water. It's getting shipped. What's happening is when it gets to the post office or the UPS, FedEx, whatever, it's already busted and they have to send it back. So I stopped ordering from them like that because I would be so excited, like, I'm getting 3 big things of fizzy water. It's going to be awesome. And then they didn't show up and I had to go get a refund, which I don't like. And you got to talk to like an AI person for the refund now. And then I was like, I want a real person. Just like me in the bank. I'm so embarrassing. I will walk in and be like, I need to deposit this check. And the person would be, the lady at the desk goes, over there to that machine. You go there. And I'm like, no, I want a real person like you. And then I stand there and stare like Scarlett does and she doesn't get what she wants. And they do the job. I pretend. And I love it. Like, it's really important that I have a real person. I don't want to mess with the stupid computer things. And then they were like, it is a real person. Somebody said that under their breath. And I was like, I'd like to talk to your manager. I didn't do it, though. But I was like, I should have. I should have been like, I'd like to talk to your manager. All right. I heard the flavored sparkling can affect tooth enamel. Not sure if it's true. I dipped and bought a fridge filter. Oh. I got a fridge filter. It has a watering thing on the inside, but we have well water, so if I hook that up, my fridge would probably die in a month because of all the mineral buildup. You remember taking a bunch of helium balloons to a birthday party and the elevation made them all bust on the, oh my gosh. That's scary. Just check. The risk is low according to AI. So for the pH. Oh, I don't like the taste of the well water. I use it to brush teeth and wash dishes and do laundry. And shower in, but that's about it. Is that pH in well water or the sparkling? You know, Googling just plain sparkling water too, they say that it messes with your teeth enamel as well. And I used to drink water a lot, like a gallon jug all the time was with me. But I went to the sparkling because I like it better, especially since I quit drinking beer and stuff. I like the fizzy. So I stay with the fizzy. Hello, Josephine. Anyway, I went into the chat. And I said, what is flavoring that's typically used for the grapefruit sparkling water? Okay, here we go. I got the filter to eliminate fluoride so the iodine isn't competing. Okay, yeah. With the Hashimoto's. Oh, I probably have that too. You know, almost everybody does have a leaky gut. Isn't that what that is? Hashimoto's, like a leaky gut thing? I don't know. I got a computer in front of me. I could ask, but I don't want to. Alright. What flavoring is typically used for grapefruit sparkling water depends on the product, but generally companies rely on a few common approaches rather than simply squeezing the real grapefruit into every can. Here's how it works. Most grapefruit sparkling waters, or natural flavors, or natural grapefruit flavor essence, which means they extract or synthesize from a natural source, aromatic and taste compounds that mimic grapefruit. To reproduce the tartness and citrus brightness of grapefruit, manufacturers often add citric acid, which enhances the sourness and mimics the acidity of real citrus juice. Many beverages do not include actual grapefruit juice. The grapefruit flavor is purely from flavor compounds, extracts, and not fruit itself. What natural flavor means in this context. Natural flavor doesn't guarantee fresh fruit juice under food labeling laws. It just means that the flavor compounds come from natural sources, oils, extracts, aroma compounds, not necessarily intact fruit or juice. Because the actual compounds given grapefruit, its taste and smell are often volatile, like essential oils from peels or concentrated juice extracts. Producers use them, or synthetic equivalents, to create a consistent flavor that holds up through carbonation, water, and shelf life. What this means for grapefruit sparkling water. If you see carbonated water plus natural flavors, like grapefruit, on a label, that usually means flavoring derived from grapefruit, peel oils, juice-derived compounds, etc., rather than simply diluted grapefruit juice. The tart, zesty character often comes from citric acid to mimic natural citrus acidity. Because of this method, many grapefruit sparkling waters have little to no actual fruit content, but still provide the citrusy aroma and taste. And then I pulled up some examples like LaCroix's grapefruit pamplemousse. It's carbonated water, natural flavor, or naturally essenced. And then we got Mason Perry Air, which is water, carbon monoxide, and natural flavors. And then they pulled up a generic sparkling grapefruit. Mine's not that. Mine's more. This is the one from Aldi's. It's filtered carbonated water and the natural flavors. They like to hide a lot in that. When you see natural flavor or naturally essence, as some brands put it, the company is not required to list all the chemical compounds used to create the flavor. Just the flavoring materials are derived from natural sources, for example, fruits, oils, peels, and extracts. Many brands rely on essential oils or aroma compounds from citrus, oils from grapefruit peels rather than using the actual juice. Because it would give more, I think it gives you more carbohydrates if you use the juice. Because of this, the beverage may taste like grapefruit but contain little to no actual grapefruit fruit or pulp. As a result, the nutritional label often shows 0 calories, 0 sugar, even though the drink has a strong citrus taste. Oh, very interesting. Good morning, Danny from Boston. Good morning, Retired Rick. Good morning, Donna Ray. I just went down the grapefruit hole. Sparkling water grapefruit hole. I did that with the strawberry one, and then I asked, what would happen if you took the strawberry essence and you drank a lot of it? And it said it usually forms cancer. And I was like, oh, so the essence that they use to make the artificial strawberry flavoring, not just artificial, but what they use to essence this stuff, can actually cause it if you drink it all the time, every day, forever, like a ton of it. Just one flavor, strawberry. And I was like, whoa, that is interesting. So I stopped buying the strawberry flavored ones. Just because, I mean, it's not my favorite flavor anyway with the sparkling waters, you know? So I was just like, you know, I'm good. I think that was the day. It would have been last year around this time when I was just like, what is it? And blah, 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 blah. And I started to find that out about the natural flavors. And I was like, yeah, I started to just buy the plain ones. But then I'm like, if I'm buying the plain ones, I already get water from a spring. Might as well take my CO2 chargers and get them refilled. And I did that again. Just to have plain sparkling water to the rescue. Woohoo! Rick is down. Retired Rick is down another pound after his 28-hour fast. That is awesome. Congratulations. I hope you felt good during your fast. Because the first one that I did for, was a 24-hour one? That one, the 2-day, or no, it was a 2-day. The 48-hour one. That one, the first one, I felt really good. The whole time though, my body was like buzzing. I felt like I was buzzing. And then I tried it again and I didn't get the same feeling. So I was like, oh, well maybe I just need to fast once in a great mood. Good morning, Michael. I quit fasting for long periods of time. I worked too hard to get the muscle. I ain't giving it up. There you are. There you are. Muscle. Let me find my chat. Restore the chat. And pop it back out because it's like the only way I can move this thing around. Oh, look at that. The sun is coming up. It's supposed to be a really nice day. We're going to get up to like almost 50. And then it's going to go back down and be cold. And then it's going to get up to like 60 and then get super cold. So yay. Alright, let's see. Use the little tabby thing and go back up. Here we go. Maybe. Alright. Bryce Biscuit said, I got a filter to eliminate the fluoride so iodine isn't competing with the Hashimoto's. Yeah, I read that one. Hyperthyroid autoimmune. Okay. What was I talking about? Well, good morning, everybody. I'm going to try to wake up. Good morning, Risa. Getting the coffee. There it is. Thinking about trying 48-hour fast with Barbara this weekend before Christmas. Ooh, when are we do? We're doing the weekend before Christmas. Let's do it. Let's do it. The light is shining right there. Am I crying? Tears of joy, guys. All right. I don't get why labels still get to say ambiguous things like natural flavors without telling you what it is. A lot of the companies can't do that because people will steal, you know, what they're using as their compounds, which I get that, but we should also be able to know what they're actually putting in there at the same time. I get it, because it's like, if this is highly cancerous water, I would love to know, wouldn't you? Eek. Okay. Hashimoto's is an autoimmune disease where the thyroid attacks itself. Okay. It's the leading cause in hyperthyroid conditions. I wonder if I have something like that. Probably. I'll just say it. You know, 10 kids later, yeah, probably. Oh. Let's see, Retired Rick said, I bought a Brita filter water pitcher, love it. I like drinking lots of water and sparkling water because water is great. It's one of those essentials you need for life. right? Dry fasters in the house. I like water. It makes me feel good. I like to be hydrated. Thomas said, I'm going to make my first meal while story listening. Ooh, what stories are you listening to? Thomas, what you eating? Retired Rick says, Thomas, eat meat. Plain water is Charger Mopar Rick. Good morning, that's your choice. But you forgot to say ice water. Thomas said, I'm probably going to eat eggs. And Michael says, I live in the country, I have my own well, and I get it tested regularly. I can't talk in the morning. I don't know why I have these shows. Can't test it regularly. I have fantastic water. You know, I don't think mine's ever been tested. I drink it sometimes when we're out there and in the summer and it's hot. Yeah, out of the hose, well water, straight from the hose. And Josephine says, like the thing, oh my God, on food boxes and saying it is man-made crap. Also got to be careful what it means you're eating. It's not good. Yeah. Or genetically modified wheat. It's made with genetically modified flour. When you read stuff like that, it's like the radiation is just beaming off of it. You can see it. It's awful. What is this Rick free button? Did I miss something? Good morning, Cass. Morning, Rick. Me too, but I also like sparkling water. I love the sparkling water. I do. I'll say good morning to Danny. It's free from the faucet, kind of. LOL. Yeah, kind of. So I gotta pay for it. That's one thing. I was like, yes, we're not gonna have a water bill anymore. Awesome. Well water. Or a trash bill. I gotta go take my trash to the dump. That's the only, nobody picks up my trash. I'm not gonna pay somebody to do it either. I'll do it myself. Let's see. I drink that coffee, Rick. I don't, let's see, I know you don't. Plain, going on 2026. Day 50 plus years. Wish me and my kids luck. Good luck. Let's see. I drink filtered tap most of the time, but during football games, I need my sparkling water in a koozie to replace the beer fuel. I get it. I get it. Those ducks are going crazy out there. I've got to check on them. They're like, wah, wah, wah. They know Carnivore Charger Mopar Rick is on. You hear? There's actually a drain that goes straight outside, and they're like having fun in the water. And that's Retired Rick's down another pound. And I jumped the chat like a lot. I don't know why I do that. It's because if I hold down the tab button, it goes all the way down like pew. And there's Tanya saying she's going to think about that 48-hour fast. So I remember reading that somewhere along the lines. We got through that. Dun, 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 dun. Britta doesn't remove the halides. Is that more metal? Dry Faster's giving us water drinkers the side eye. I love water. My story's silly. Okay. I had a Brita thing once, and we got it. It was discounted, right? So like at Kroger or whatever, it was like $5. I would try it, right? And to buy the filter to go in it after, you know, your filter's not working, it was a little more expensive. So I was like, I just have a pitcher now, I guess. Was Vada sleeping? Yes, and she's so mad at me. Oh my gosh. So obviously, I was super tired yesterday because of digging out the chicken coop, and it was like a lot of heavy lifting. And I made my other, because I got a 2-pack of a chuck steak for like $12. So I thought it was a great deal because they're really big sliced thick chuck steaks. And they're basically make them $6 a piece. So I bought them. And I ate one the day before and I ate one last night. And I couldn't even finish it. I was so tired. So I gave it to Nacho because he was waiting patiently. And I hopped on a couple live streams. I didn't like go on them, but I was just like, you know, hi everybody, I'm tired, I'm going to bed, because they were talking football and I don't care. So I saw that Barbara was on and I came on there for a little bit and I was just like, I'm just super tired. And then Emmett and Rocky decided to get into like the little tiny dill pickles and I'm like, okay, I'll open them up for you. And they take these 2 trays and they're like sorting the pickles out of the pickle jar. And I'm like, this is 9 o'clock at night. I am tired. Let's all go to bed. Let's put the pickles away. It was kind of funny. They were just sorting pickles. And I stayed on a little bit longer on Barbara's for a minute or two and then kind of got off. Went to bed. I went to bed. And Vada wanted me to stay up and watch vampires. But I put on Gremlins. And Rocky asked Vada, what happened to the cute little fuzzy guys? And Vada was like, well, they fed them chicken after midnight. And I'm like, the chicken in Gremlins is so gross, the cold fried chicken. It's so nasty. They got them like eating that stuff and it's like gooey. I'm like, ew, I hate fried chicken forever now after I saw Gremlins for like the first time. But my mom would make like some really awesome fried chicken. So nice, you can do it in tallow. Tallow would be good. Hardtack chicken. Terri Sue says, I think the carbonated water has an additive element as I can drink 3 in a row and I wouldn't drink regular water 3 in a row. Just saying, natural flavors possibly. Or it could be just the bubbles, you know? Because it's more of like a fill up with the bubbles and then you're like kind of thirsty. Dustin says that he gets thirsty, dry mouth, after he drinks one of these, right? And I'm like, so do I. I compound these fizzy waters like crazy. I like them because I like the bubbles. My throat has always been itchy, so it helps with an itchy throat. Well, it always gets kind of itchy. It's something with being a Taurus too. It's you always are more susceptible to sore throats and things. I don't get them a lot now that I think about it, but when I do, I like a fizzy. I just like them. Retired Rick goes, what is the halatides? And Sharon says, I use my Brita water to pour into my Culligan Zero water dispenser. Can't quite afford the RO system yet. Vita is sleeping. She's mad at me because I put on Gremlins and I didn't put on vampires and we need to watch more vampires so we can go watch Origins, which is like a spin-off show. And I'm like, I have a life. I can't watch TV all day. She's probably heard that. Come out here and smack me. Man, I get it. She wants to hang out with me, but I also actually don't have time to sit and watch TV. I guess I could make time, but I don't want to. Okay. Terri Sue said, did Jerry that one day dry fast? When I think about not having sips of water during the day, it makes me feel dehydrated. Yeah. I wouldn't know what you would do if you were fasting and you dry fast. I don't think I'd make an hour. I don't like water. We like zero water setup, but the filter replacement costs. Yeah. Oh, man. It's like the fluoride, the bromide, iodine, fluoride, bromine, and chlorine. Ah, jump the chat again. I'm never going to catch up. And then I won't tell you the story of the good King Wenceslas. Risa said, last night I was watching YouTube during dinner. After I ate, I sat and watched and dozed off at the table. Hubby couldn't believe I was sleeping at the table. I was that exhausted. To sleep or not to sleep? What was weird is that I didn't finish my steak. I was full. I felt full, really full, and I gave it to the dog. And then I was just like, man, I'm tired. I don't know. I like tired feeling, and I go to bed. And I needed to, because I've been waking up pretty early. Instead of 4:30, it's been 4 o'clock. I'm gonna start waking up at 3. This is gonna be horrible. I can't do that. I've got teenagers. I gotta stay up to make sure they go to bed and they're not up all night. Let's see. Happy hump day. Oh, yeah. Good morning, Cindy. Almost skipped you there when I'm like flowing through this chatty. How are you? How are y'all? Coffee is #1 over food. Don't know why. I like coffee. It's great. I had some yesterday afternoon. I was trying to do like a what I eat in a day video, and I forgot to hit record when I ate like 3 or 4 strips of bacon. I don't even know how many I had. I know it wasn't a lot, but I just had them. And then I made coffee, and I was like, I drink coffee. And then I was like, oh yeah, I got this chuck roast, and I threw it in the crock pot, frozen, because I wanted to try that. And I just let it cook. I put it on high because I wanted it for afternoon for the kids for lunch and when they came home from school. So I got it out, cut it up, gave it to the kids because it was on high. It was a chuck roast. It was still kind of soft, but not like fall apart, you know? So I cut it up for the kids. It looked good though. It looked really good. And then I had like a bite or 2 of the fat because, yes, and it was really good. So I forgot to record that part. And I was just like, at the end of the day, I'm cutting open this chuck steak. And I was like, oh yeah, I gotta hit record. And I'm like, this is like a 5-minute video. But it does have a lot of my fillers inside that I do during the day. So I think if I have time to go through it and edit it, maybe it'll be out later on. Maybe Saturday. Maybe Saturday. Cindy snuck in, yeah. 0 water. I don't know what that is. Obviously, it's a water filter system. You don't even do that. You got straight from the well. And it, honestly, one day, this is a story, but back when my husband's grandfather was alive and they were working on the well, he liked to smoke pipes, and he was lighting up his pipe, and he was over there by the well, and it kind of like there's natural gas coming out of it or something, and it kind of smells like that sometimes to me. That's what I smell, and I can sort of taste it. It's weird, but it's like that's probably where people want to do that cracking thing and siphon is right over there, because he kind of like lit it and it was like and they were like, no smoking over by the well, guys. And they were actually, it was fracking. Fracking's what it's called. I said cracking. Crack, I said crack. Okay. They were fracking on the property across the street from us when we first moved back here, when we first moved here, and then nobody messed with it for a while, and it just stayed there, and then somebody bought it. But they were like on the wrong side. They should have been over here. Too bad they missed out. Freedom. You prefer coffee over food. That's good. I like the coffee. I like to make it really watered down in the afternoon though, or I'll just be like up. Tired Rick said, I looked for water in glass bottles, but haven't found any here. Nowhere. Yeah, the fizzy water's in the glass bottles. Might have made that. Wash. I'm doing towels, okay? Yeah, the fizzy water's in glass bottles. You can get it like that, and then you could go to like one of those beer making stores online and get yourself like a bunch of caps in the little cap thing and bottle your own water. So it's in the glass instead of the microplastics. There we go. Maybe it's done. It won't be. It'll be like, it's time to refill with water. Wow. I don't know the brands. Oh, and I skipped the chat. I don't know. Ugh, so annoying. Cindy said she's good. Thanks. All right. Here's that heavy metal thing. Oh, heavy metal. You change my under the sink filter when it starts tasting like chlorine every 8 months. There you go. Oh, we just got a birthday card from Cindy. Cindy's nice. I've got to do the Christmas cards. I haven't done them yet. I've got them. I bought the stamps, and I keep forgetting to do them. I was going to do them here now, actually. Just fill them out. Maybe they'll make it in time if I do. I like to do that, but I'll have the kids do it instead. It's always fun to go to the post office and drop them all off in the box. Risa said the only water I see in stores in glass is Pellegrin's or Perrier, but they're not sparkling, or it's all sparkling. Only water around here is in plastic. I've seen some non-sparkling water in glass bottles, and it's a weird brand. Is it Saratoga? They have a sparkling water, but they also have one that's just regular water, and they have it around here. I know it's like a sound. I haven't done the Christmas Hanukkah cards yet either, and it starts Sunday night. Oh no! I think they'll get them. They'll get them eventually. We'll get them. It's the thought that counts, right? I thought to do it. I bought the stuff. I bought it last year, actually, after Christmas, because, cards are like 75% off. I got some fun ones, and they have little chickens on them. But, the only place I've seen that, would be Dollar Tree, and it's just singular, and you have to read them, because I don't want to mistake fizzy and non-fizzy water that are in glass. Because if I'm going to buy it, I might as well buy the bubbles. Nope, not done. We're still in spin cycle. 20 minutes? Come on. Really? Alright. I'm don't know where I'm at in the chat. But I did ask the GBT why our Christmas carols sung at Christmas time. Hi, Cinnamon Roll. Look at her. I was looking at a picture, and it was last year, no, or maybe early this year, and Vada was doing my makeups, and somebody took a picture of me, and this little kitten was on my shoulders. I was like, oh, kitten shoulders. You don't do that anymore. And she just pressed it. I think she's a really pretty kitty. Alright, go on. Don't knock over anything on your way back up. Carols are sung at Christmas because they grew out of a long tradition using music to celebrate midwinter festivals, and later the Christian story of Jesus' birth. Here's a better explanation. Dun, dun. Long before Christmas existed, people across Europe sang festive songs during winter solstice celebrations. These weren't religious, they were joyful songs meant to bring cheer during the darkest time of the year. It's so nice to think of, hey, let's sing because it's dark and gloomy. By the Middle Ages, Christian communities adopted the idea of singing songs and began writing hymns that told of the story of the Nativity. These became the first Christmas carols. Cimarron, you're being so sweet. You want me to hold you longer? You looked kind of mad when I picked you up, though. Unlike solemn church hymns, carols were lively, catchy, and meant to be sung by ordinary people, not just the clergy. They spread through the villages as a way for community to celebrate. I knew you wanted to come back up here, sweetie pie. You were like, meow, meow, meow. What do you want? What do you want? You can sit on my lap. By the 1800s, groups singing door to door in public spaces became popular. During the caroling into an act of sharing joy, goodwill, and charity, a key theme of Christmas. Carols continue because they build a sense of community. They celebrate cultural and religious heritage, and they evoke nostalgia and festive spirit. Here we go. And then I was like, do you have a history on Good King Wenceslas and the real story behind it? So here we go. All right. Good King Wenceslas is a Christmas carol telling of a story of a king who goes out in a harsh winter weather to help a poor peasant on the feast of St. Stephen, December 26th. It's all about kindness, charity, and leading by example. It was written in 1853. The lyrics were written by John Mason Neal, an English priest and hymn writer. The melody is much older. The tune is from a 13th century spring song called The Tempest Adest Florio. The time of the flowers has come. From the Finnish song collection by Cantons in 1582, Neal reused this old melody for a new Christmas lyrics. Released in the Victorian era, Victorians loved reviving medieval legends and moral stories, so the carol became instantly popular, especially because of its strong message of generosity. Let's see, who was the real Good King Wenceslas? The character is based on Wenceslas I, Duke of Bohemia, 1907 to 1935, later known as Saint Wenceslas. He was actually a duke, not officially a king during his life. The title king was given he was just given, okay, for the song. Known for Christian charity, helping the poor, and promoting peace. He was murdered by his brother, becoming a martyr and a Czech national hero. Neal chose Wenceslas because his legend matched the Victorian values of kindness and moral duty. Why is it a Christmas carol? Even though the story takes place on December 26th, the themes charity, compassion, and putting faith into the action fit naturally into Christmas season. It became part of the Christmas celebrations in English-speaking countries soon after publication. It's kind of neat. And there you go. There's that thing that you can talk about at the water cooler. Oh, okay. Back to Green. Sweet kitty. You're sweet. You're so sweet. And you're toasty warm. You can stay on my lap. Brian's Biscuit says, I plant supplements and formula. Oh, you get plant and supplement formula ads all the time? Like I'm gonna buy ashwagandha mushroom tea. Vada bought some mushroom tea and she's like, it's supposed to really help. Let's try it. She tried it for a few days and she didn't like the way she was feeling. And I'm like, let me look at the label here. And it was like chock full of sugar. Like tons and tons of carbohydrates in it. Ugh. What is the ashwagandha for? Sandy. I have no idea, but I see it a lot. The cattail's making me laugh. She's over here licking me. She likes to lick. What are we joking about? I don't know. You know what? I have the tap chat on. I might have been missing everything. Hey, did anybody answer my Q&A? I was asking. Are you biting my thumb? What a weird cat. End the Q&A. This will remove all questions in the question list. There's a question list? Wait a minute. Confirm. Good morning, Juliet. Long stream bits to watch, listen. It's convenient while working out, etc. Yeah, it is. That is. I have ashwagandha in the mornings, but I don't add it to stuff very often. I don't know why. What do you do with it? I don't know. ChatGPT, what do you do with the ashwagandha? It's fancy. Say it 5 times fast. Ashwagandha. Ashwagandha. What do you think, little kitty? Kitty, 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 kitty. Thomas said, I answered it, Aaron. I don't know. That's a great answer. Thanks. We lost all the answers anyway. I think you have to like click on the top chat button or the live chat button thingy on the side and look for it. It's a fancy looking on the counter, and every time you walk by you say ashwagandha. Isn't that like a funny tree, and if you take the tea from it, it makes you crazy? Or is that another tree? You have to sit in a hut for a few days after you take your ashwagandha. I'll use plants if needed. Trust them more than the pharmaceuticals. Yeah. I got this cool herbology book that shows you what you need for colds and stuff. It's pretty neat. Oh, Retired Rick said they're calling for 2 to 3 inches of snow tomorrow with freezing rain. Oh, well, that's delightful. Yeah. We got freezing rain once. It was crazy scary because everything was quiet, but everything was coated in ice. And the trees started to break off and fall. So every once in a while you hear a crack and a big boom. So it was really scary because of all the trees around the house. And we'd have to go out there and have our chainsaws ready. There was a tree that fell on the road. Somebody was driving by and we had to help like cut up the tree. And he was like, can I have the tree? And we're like, yeah. Take it. But it's like, it gets really silent. All you hear is like, crap, boom. It's actually kind of cool in a way. But but it's also scary too, because you have to go outside and feed the chickens and stuff, and they'll like watch above you so you don't get like hit in the head. A lot of trees. What is it? I can't even say that one. Tanya, that's the one you're thinking about, though. You're going that hunt. You can't get that in a pill. I'm gonna try it. Hashika. Yeah, I can't. Zero. No, you can't just like copy paste it, put it in YouTube, have them read it for, or have the Google read it for me. It looks like holly. Oh. I'm missing stuff. Let me go back. Watch out. I didn't buy bacon. We're out of bacon. What are we gonna do, kitty? Are we gonna make chaffles? Chaffles? Do you want chaffles? She's like, no, I don't like chaffles. Look at her. I don't like chaffles. Bill will always be known as the man cheated out of his KMT winning. Yeah, and they're totally ignoring it on that show. I've been watching. I've been watching for it. My coffee is so cold right now. Ugh. Terri sees that I have cinnamon sticks and cloves simmering on my stove for some moisture in the house. Ooh, that sounds good. Yeah. Let's see. Both should have won, and it pissed Sandy off. Yeah, I was mad too. I was like, that is so messed up. That is so messed up. I would take a clip of that and send it to him. Be like, this is messed up. You owe big time. Nobody tells me what ashwagandha does because it doesn't do anything. It helps with depression. Oh, okay. There was some weird, it was like a pill that one of my friends were taking, and it was back in the, at work, so I was working at the hardware store, and he's like, you gotta try this out. You go to the herbal food place or whatever, you go there and you ask the lady for a certain root of a tree thing and get some of those pills. So I was like, all right, I'll try them out. And I took one, and it gave me a lot of energy, and it also kind of like, it mellowed out my mood. And I really liked the way I was feeling with this stuff. So I was taking it for about a week, once a day. And then to me, it made like my body feel, after a while taking the stuff, some kind of tree root. I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was ashwagandha. But anyway, it would give me a lot of energy. It made my mood mellow out. It kind of felt like carnivore, but not, because after a while of taking this stuff, it was like my blood felt sticky, or it didn't make me feel good after a while. So I stopped taking it, and then I felt way better. And I was like, man, it's just like poison. That's what it felt like. It felt like poison. It felt like poison. So I stopped taking it. And I'm like, I can't remember what it was. I cannot. For the life of me, I can't. But they were like in gel capsules, and it was like $25 a bottle. And the guy I was working with, Joe, his name was Joe. His wife had a stroke, and he had to take care of her, and he also working and stuff. So he was like, it's really helping me out. It made me feel amazing. And so I asked him, after taking like a couple a day, are you feeling like gross about it after a week? And he's like, yeah, you gotta take breaks. And I'm like, okay. So I stopped taking the stuff because I didn't like it. I didn't like the way I was feeling on it. But in the beginning, it was really nice. It helped mellow me out. But then I was like, I don't like that. You have a friend that uses the, I can't even say that, Hashika, no idea, to get off the heroin. It's good. Man, that stuff's scary. I'd be delivering mail. Retired Rick's been a member for a month. Gooters. That's awesome. That is awesome. Congratulations, monthly member. I was supposed to do live streams for the members, but then I do live streams every morning, and I'm like, you guys can just get stuff early. Congratulations. There's a lot of stuff out there. No, that wasn't it. It had a funny name. I can't remember it. It was like $25 or $35 a bottle. And this is like when you're young and you've got a house and young kids, so you're kind of strapped. But I was like, I'll try it. And so it kind of made me sickly though at the same time. So I didn't like it. It made me feel good, mentally, sickly. Didn't like it. Maybe it was ashwagandha. Cinnamon sticks. We haven't done it since last holiday season. I picked up a bunch of cinnamon sticks. I got them at the Dollar General, and they're like, ow, she just hit her head on my cup of coffee for a nudge. You are a silly kitty. Oh man, got a minute left, and I gotta get everybody up. Chaffle day. You know the best chaffles? They like the sharp cheddar ones, so I've got to make a bunch of stuff for that. Cinnamon sticks. Anyway, Dollar General cinnamon sticks. You don't have to overpay on them. Like $1.25. You get a bunch of them in the little thing. Going over my monthly budget. Just got a letter from EBT that they are reevaluating me for food stamp eligibility, and they'll set up a meeting on the 18th. Don't they? Yeah, they'll do that to you. Yep. I can't do that. Apparently we make too much. We make way too much. I'm like, man, I hate being middle class. That's the worst. You're the poorest in the middle. Look at this guy. Oh, he's so sweet. These kittens were so feral, and now they're just a bunch of tubs of yummy kittiness. Kitty. I get the bag of Mexican cinnamon, which is usually in the produce department. It's way cheaper than spice salt. Yeah, that's also a great place to get it. I don't have enough members to do a member only. Yeah. Well, I've done it with like a few. I think only 10 maybe. And then I did the free membership thing for a month. Because you can do that. I figured that one out. Hi, kitty. Yes, I know. You're the best kitty. Everybody loves you. You're so nice. Nice. She's so cute. She's cute kitty. I saw that Amy was here, so good morning, Amy. I saw that you were here for a minute. There you are. I see you. You were at work and came back. It'll be all right, Thomas. I think they do that like every, I don't know, once a year or every 6 months. They change their stuff. I couldn't do it. Ow, see, look at me. Are you eating me? Do I taste good? Do you like chopsticks? Pulled a big tube of ground beef out, and I'm going to make hamburgers. That's our job after they defrost. Not for you, though. You can have scraps. Look at that. The washing machine's almost done. Score. Going for cup number 3. That's great. What are you trying to do? Play on the computer now, kitty? Friendly cats are the best. That's right. Yeah, I'm so allergic. Do you guys know that? I'm actually allergic to cats. It's very true. She got me. Vada's not here to blow my nose for me. I want the dollar up. I think I'm more allergic to their spit. The kitty saliva. Not the fur. If it was that, I could not have cats. It would make me so sad because I'm the cat lady. I am the cat lady. Risa's still waiting on her United Healthcare Medicaid Advantage card. Signed up a couple weeks ago. You got 65. Got the Social Security card, but the Advantage. It's promised for the new year. There you are. What do they call them? The Golden Buckeye cards. You get 10% off at your purchases. Oh, that's what they call them in Ohio. Got a cat lounge a block away. He's hanging out with kittens. That's awesome. Alright, peace out. Bye. Brad's biscuit. Bill Cook had a cat a few years back. Catch his own squirrels for lunch. Yeah, the chipmunks, the ground squirrels, they used to be rampant around here. And then Loki, he is a crazy squirrel hunter. He loves it. You will see him with like the poor little jumping chipmunks in his mouth, walking around with them outside. And then he decided to lay them. He placed them all by the garden. And he had them like set up and lined up. And I was like, man, you are some crazy serial killer, dude. Calm down. Your mom, that's why you can't have cats at home. Oh. Yeah, I can't have them either. It's not too bad for me. Come here, miss. You're gonna knock over my coffee pot. That's what you're gonna do. This isn't the one that knocked over her coffee pot, though. All right, everybody. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for hanging out with me. I gotta start homeschooling and then get to digging. Maybe. I actually cleaned up that one side of the coop a little better. Set up the nesting boxes. Put newer perching things everywhere. And then I realized, oh no, I don't have wood long enough to go across. So I did a different way. You'll see it. I'll probably record it today. All right, little sweet lovey, you gotta get down. Bye everybody, thanks for hanging out. And if you feel tired, make another cup of coffee. There you go. Put some butter in it. Make it your vessel for fat. Bye. Ba-doop.